Power is one of the most misunderstood forces in the world. Some see it as corrupting, something only the ruthless and the manipulative pursue. Others believe power is reserved for those born into wealth or influence. But power is neither good nor bad. It is a tool. And like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how it is used. Throughout history, those who understood the nature of power have shaped the world, while those who ignored it have been controlled by others. There are three fundamental laws of power that, if mastered, will change everything about the way you navigate life. The first law of power is control over perception. Power is not just about what you do. It is about what others believe you are capable of doing. Your reputation, your presence, the way you carry yourself all shape how others perceive you. People respond not to reality, but to their perception of reality. The most powerful individuals in history understood this. They crafted an image, a narrative that shaped how others saw them. It is not enough to be strong, intelligent, or skilled. You must also be perceived that way. One of the most important aspects of controlling perception is mastering the art of mystery. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to control. When people think they have figured you out, they stop paying attention. They take you for granted. But when you remain unpredictable, when you reveal only what is necessary, you keep people guessing. This makes them pay closer attention, and in doing so, they place more value on your presence. Mystery forces people to respect your power because they cannot fully grasp it. In any social or professional setting, the person who controls perception controls the outcome. Charismatic leaders, influential figures, and powerful negotiators all understand this. They do not simply react to situations. They shape how others see those situations. They do not just express opinions. They control the narrative. This is why those who can manage perception can influence events without directly intervening. They set the tone, they create the frame, and they determine what is important. The second law of power is control over emotions, both your own and those of others. Power is lost the moment emotions take control. If you are easily provoked, easily angered, or easily manipulated through fear or flattery, you are at the mercy of those who understand this law better than you do. People who wield true power remain composed under pressure, calm in the face of chaos, and disciplined in the face of provocation. Controlling your own emotions is only half the battle. The other half is influencing the emotions of others. People do not make decisions based on logic alone. They are driven by emotion. The most powerful individuals understand this and use it to their advantage. They know how to create urgency, how to instill confidence, and how to inspire loyalty. They recognize that fear, hope, and desire are far more potent motivators than reason. One of the ways to control emotions is through strategic silence. Most people feel uncomfortable with silence. They rush to fill it, revealing their thoughts and weaknesses. The powerful, however, understand the value of restraint. They let others speak first. They listen more than they talk. And when they do speak, their words carry weight. Silence forces others to reveal their position before you reveal yours. It gives you the upper hand in negotiations, relationships, and power struggles. Another key to emotional control is never reacting impulsively. Power is maintained through patience and calculated responses. The moment you react out of anger, frustration, or fear, you give control to the other person. Instead of reacting, observe. Instead of engaging in pointless conflicts, redirect the energy where it benefits you. The ability to remain calm under pressure is one of the greatest advantages you can possess. The third law of power is control over access. Not everyone should have access to you, your time, or your resources. The most powerful individuals are selective about who they allow into their inner circle. They do not waste energy on those who drain them. They do not make themselves too available, because availability diminishes value. The more accessible you are, the less people appreciate you. The harder you are to reach, the more value they place on your presence. Controlling access also means knowing when to walk away. Power is not just about winning. It is about choosing which battles are worth fighting. The person who fights every battle, who reacts to every insult, who engages in every argument, is not powerful. They are reactive. True power lies in knowing when to disengage, when to remove yourself from situations that do not serve you. By controlling where you invest your time and energy, you dictate the terms of engagement rather than being pulled into conflicts that diminish your influence. People often give away their power because they feel obligated to please others. They say yes when they should say no. They engage in conversations that drain them. They surround themselves with people who do not respect their time. Power is about creating boundaries. The person who cannot set boundaries will always be controlled by those who can. When you decide who has access to you, when you determine how your time is spent, you take back control of your life. Mastering these 3 laws, controlling perception, emotions, and access, fundamentally shifts your relationship with power. You become someone who is not easily manipulated, not easily thrown off course, not easily controlled by the forces around you. Instead of being at the mercy of external events, you shape them. Instead of being defined by how others treat you, you define yourself. Power is not about domination. It is about influence. It is not about controlling others against their will. It is about shaping the world in a way that aligns with your vision. It is about knowing that you do not have to accept life as it is. You can mold it, refine it, and design it according to your own terms. The true masters of power are those who recognize that influence is built over time. It is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing process of refinement and strategy. They understand that power is not seized in a single bold move, but accumulated through consistency, discipline, and an understanding of human nature. Every interaction, every choice, every moment of restraint adds to the foundation of power. Those who wield it wisely never act out of desperation or impulsivity. Instead, they move with precision, making decisions that serve both their present and future goals. To truly embody power, you must also be adaptable. The world is constantly changing, and rigid strategies fail in the face of uncertainty. The most powerful individuals are those who can pivot when needed, who can shift their approach without compromising their principles. They understand that power is fluid, and that the ability to navigate unpredictability is what separates those who remain in control from those who fall victim to circumstances. There is a reason why so few people understand power. It requires discipline, patience, and awareness. It demands that you rise above petty distractions and short-term thinking. It requires you to be intentional with your words, deliberate with your actions, and strategic with your decisions. Those who chase power recklessly often lose it. Those who seek to understand it, to master themselves before mastering others, are the ones who truly wield it. Power is neither good nor bad. It is simply a force. Whether it is used to create or to destroy depends entirely on the person who holds it. But one thing is certain. Those who ignore power, who pretend it does not matter, who live passively, will always be controlled by those who understand it better. You have a choice. You can either master these laws or be subject to them. The question is not whether power exists. It always has and always will. The only question is, will you learn how to use it?